Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are, and whatever time it is where you are. It's 2:52 p.m. in the United Kingdom here right now. I've only just managed to stumble out of bed. Not untypical for me. If I don't have any responsibilities to get along with on any given day, I could get up at 7 a.m., I could get up at midday, I could get up at 5 p.m. I really do just spend as long in bed as I like. Anyway, I am up and alert and awake now, which is great, and I'm excited about another day. I'm excited about what today has to offer. I think that I am pretty soon going to get back on to the TikTok live and start tapping away on my practice pad, back to work, so to speak. It's been really good so far, and I find it very, very addictive. When I first started watching people on TikTok live, I first thought something along the lines of like, why do all these people just go on this just so much? Like, there would be some people that would just always seem to be on there. I say always seem to be on there, but basically they were on there very often, you know? And I guess I had that vague sort of question of, what is the appeal? But that kind of disappeared very quickly because I very quickly understood what the appeal was. And especially now, I really do understand how you would just want to keep doing it as often as you possibly can. It's very, very addictive. Now, addictive is not necessarily a bad thing. It has somewhat a negative connotation, but addiction can be a good thing if you're addicted to doing something that is rewarding you, that is making you feel fulfilled, that is giving you positive emotion, makes you feel good. I don't really see much of an issue with being addicted, you know? If you want to put it in other terms, like, I'm addicted to like good food, I'm addicted to drinking, water. Things that are good for you can be addictive, and they should be addictive because that's what makes you keep doing it, right? I do have some responsibilities that I have to take care of today. Two things. First one, I have to fill out some forms that I got printed out at the library yesterday, and then I've got to get those sent off. And then I've got to go out and buy a Hoover, then bring it on back and start hoovering. But before I do any of that, I've got to make some coffee. Coffee is my absolute go-to, must-have morning ritual. Ah, there we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, these forms that I need to fill out are basically part of the process of the sale of my house. My house is currently for sale, but I have to send off these forms. They're like the contracts. So that's quite important. And the Hoover is quite important because I need to get the house spotlessly clean so that it's ready for the next person to take over. I did have a Hoover, but at some point it broke. I don't know exactly what happened. I just turned it on one day and it made like a really loud noise, and then it started to smell like burning. So that's not good, is it? So I chucked that one in a skip about a week ago. Now I need to get hold of another one. Just thinking about the order of my responsibilities. Should I go onto TikTok first, or should I do the form and the Hoover first? It makes more sense that I would take care of the responsibilities before doing the thing that is, unnecessary. But I do have plenty of time to get both these things done, so I don't need to rush or stress about it. There's no time pressures, you know? So I don't need to freak out or get too worried about getting things done quickly or anything like that. This is yesterday's shopping list. I got that, 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 I got everything. So, don't need that. What I do need is a biro, a Hoover. I think that's about it for now. I'm not sure how I've ended up needing to go and buy a pen, but I can't seem to find a pen anywhere. How does that always happen? Okay, so I've made up my mind. I'm not going to go on the TikTok. I'm just going to go out and get the things done that I need to do. What I actually need to do now is go to the bank to get a bank statement, which I need for the identity check that is being required by the lawyers as part of the transaction of the sale. I better get going. All right, let's go. I was so drunk yesterday. I bought a ridiculous amount of food from the shop, all of which needs to be refrigerated. Having forgotten that I don't have a refrigerator. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Oh dear, my mistake. I thought the bank would be open today. I didn't even really think about the fact that it was Saturday. The bank is not open today. Damn. I also didn't realise that I've actually run out of money already, so I can't buy a Hoover. I did get paid yesterday, but I had to pay for the file opening fee for the lawyers, and then I ended up going and spending a ridiculous amount of money in Morrison's. So I've managed to already run out, which is crazy. That might be the fastest I've ever done that. But, I don't usually have these extra payments that have to be made. The legal fees that are part of the process of selling a house. But it's going to be worth it. And I've committed to doing it now, so I've got to get on with it. Obviously, when it comes through, there'll be a huge payout. So whatever financial stresses I have now, they're not going to last very long. Very soon that will be not even a thought, not even a worry. So I haven't been able to get the Hoover. I can't even afford to buy a pen. I'm sure I can find a pen somewhere. That doesn't sound like such a difficult task, does it? So I can still fill out the forms that I've got to fill out, but I'm not going to be able to buy the Hoover until at least Monday when I get paid again. Just for context, today is Saturday. Anyway, on the bright side, it was good to take a walk through town just to pick up some of the vibes from the Saturday crowd. It's not that nice. It's a bit of a mix. Like, some of it's nice, some of it's really not, because people are drinking, and unfortunately they become a bit too fucking weird, whatever, when they've had a drink sometimes. You know what I mean? So it was good, but now I'm just gonna head back home and get back onto the TikTok, try and get these forms filled out. I'll need to go get this bank statement on Monday as well, which is the day after tomorrow. This is the food I bought yesterday. Keep in mind that all of this pretty much needs to be refrigerated. And I bought 1, 2, 3 blocks of cheese, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks of cheese, 2 mozzarella balls. What on earth was I thinking? I don't have a refrigerator So I've got nowhere to put any of that. And it's probably going to take me like at least a week to eat all of that, if not more. I think I'm going to have to give some of it away to friends, because that is just a ridiculous amount of food. God, don't go shopping when you're just absolutely wasted. I was drinking yesterday, ended up buying all that food. I could have just bought like 1 or 2 small things and that would have been satisfactory. Oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my bliss now, which means going back on the TikTok, getting out the practice pad, sticking the tunes on and tapping away and chatting to the people over there.